Chelsea agree a deal with Benfica to sign Enzo Fernandez for a British record fee. Hello there, guys. What is going on? Daniel Childs here for Let's Talk Chelsea. It's going to be a bit of a raw one. It's just going to be a reaction video because it's been a long transfer deadline day. One that I thought would just end with a bit of a whimper. I didn't think this was going to get done. But Enzo Fernandez will be a Chelsea player. At least let's hope Mission Impossible is the Mission Impossible music is probably playing at Cobham right now and in Portugal to get the deal over the line. It's just past 10 o'clock as I'm recording this, and after years, I've just got to savor this moment. After years of waiting for Chelsea to sign a midfielder, the years of pain, the years in exile, the years of being told it wasn't important for Chelsea to sign a midfielder, this is it. And I really hope Enzo Fernandez turns out to be an amazing player for Chelsea. But I think what this signifies is the ambition that our new owners have, that they weren't going to take no for an answer, that they didn't want to let it run to the summer. You know, you think about the contrast of this deal compared to, say, that summer of 2021. I will keep bringing up because I think it just points how wrong things went in recent years from a Chelsea transfer perspective, of passing on Aureli and Tchouameni, who wouldn't have cost as much as Enzo Fernandez, but you know, it was so evidently clear that Chelsea could have grabbed an amazing midfield talent. It was so abundantly clear that that was the moment to do it. But we passed, and instead we go for the short-term option of a Sal Niguez loan. And nothing against Sal, but it was a bad move. And it was not even in hindsight, particularly because Tchouameni just seemed like an obvious thing, and we passed on it, and then, you know, we cost. This has been an insane window as well. Like, for January transfer window expectations, this is the most mental January transfer window of my life supporting Chelsea. When you actually think about it, the number of players we have signed in this window: Benoit Badiashile, Andre Santos, David Datro Fofana, Joao Felix on loan, getting them all right, Mikhailo Mudryk, Nori Madueke, and now Enzo Fernandez. Today we've had Jorginho, a player who's been at Chelsea for several years, go to Arsenal. Hakim Ziyech is about to go to PSG. I mean, it's just been absolutely insane. But I think there should be excitement because I said at the start of this window, sorry, I've missed out another one, Malo Gusto. See, it's just been an insane window, hasn't it? But you know, at the start of this window, I was kind of more focused on two things: cover for Reece James and a new midfielder. Chelsea have got both of those. One of those we have to wait till the summer. One of those we're hopefully going to see in action very, very soon. And I'm just looking at my screen right now because all of the news is filtering through. Simon Johnson, Matt Law, David Ornstein, you know, all of the names you want reporting this have come through. I do have to give credit to the secret scout who went first, and he said that his sources told him the deal was done, but now it's come through. Apparently now clubs now racing to get documents completed in time for the 11 p.m. UK deadline. I really do hope, please Chelsea, please get this done, so that I can go to bed as well, because this is probably going to be my last video today. But this is amazing, isn't it? It really is, in terms of Chelsea, in terms of what we've needed, and in terms of a player that many believe it is one that Chelsea had to get over the line. You know, this is a special talent. You know, this is someone who is, you know, his reputation has skyrocketed very quickly in the game. But you look at the impact he had at River Plate, you look at the impact he's had at a short period of time at Benfica, you saw the impact he had for his nation at a big moment at the World Cup. And short, international football isn't the same as club football, but as I said a few days ago, the mentality and the character of that player to do that at that stage, I think, represents something. As someone was saying on a comment earlier on my live stream, you know, the fact that this is a guy who, wherever he's gone, has adapted very quickly and brought up the level of the players around him. And I think that says a lot. And it says a lot that Chelsea have gone above and beyond to get this deal over the line, because I think they know how important it is. And sure, the deal, the money, the fee is going to be thrown in Enzo Fernandez's face. It's going to be thrown in all of our faces. But I think you and I know, who've been watching Chelsea for several years, know how crucial midfield has been, and know how much time has been wasted not investing in this area. And it's one piece of what we hope is going to be a larger jigsaw and plan at Chelsea. Because, you know, one thing you cannot accuse this new ownership of doing is sitting back and doing nothing and not seriously investing. it's a massive leap, of faith to invest this much money. But as I say, you can't. I'd like to think the owners. I want owners who want to be ambitious. I want owners who are gonna take big risks at time, but also invest in areas that desperately need it. And midfield has been top of that list for so long now, that it's wonderful to see it being done in such an amazing way. And I think that Enzo Fernandez is going to be a statement signing, and I think hopefully can change the dynamic. I think bring us a player in a passing sense, in a progressive sense that we have not had at this club for quite a long time. And we all hope that works out, right? Because obviously there's a big fee behind him, but it speaks to this month of going out there and trying to rebuild and recruit and build the next Chelsea team of young, hungry players who, sure, Enzo Fernandez has won the World Cup, probably the biggest trophy you can win in football. But from a club perspective, this is a player still with years to go in his development, still to get better. What is he, 22 years old? Still years of development ahead of him. And you look at this type of player, and I think Expected Chelsea tweeting right now, I'm not getting excited about Enzo yet. This sounds too good to be true. Enzo is the sort of player Man City or Real Madrid sign, and you watch him on TV and all. He's the sort of player you compare everyone else to. He's going to be our project's compass. Too good to be true. It kind of is, because you look at the money. It very much feels like one of those players that Real Madrid would have signed, absolutely. Probably Man City as well. Erling Haaland obviously went to Man City last summer, and I really do hope that Enzo Fernandez is that player. I really do. And you look at the players around him, the players that we bought, like Andre Santos for the future, and the players like Benoit Badiashile, who have had a good start to their Chelsea career. I think Mikhailo Mudryk, Noni Manawake, the players we've already got at Chelsea who could still form the basis of some very important things this season. Reece James coming back from injury, Ben Chilwell. It just, you hope and you can see it. You can see what the plan is. I think that it's not a foolproof plan. I said this earlier. It's not like the plan is perfect and nothing is going to go wrong. But there is clear ambition behind the plan, and there is clear incentive to get deals done and to front load a lot of the investment now. So hopefully in the next few transfer windows, Chelsea do not have to spend as much, because they've built the foundations that can see us through the next few years. And I think it's just a very neat thing to get Enzo Fernandez in on the day that we let Jorginho go. It shows the evolution of this central midfield area that's needed it for some time. This is a massive revamp. And I can leave this transfer window very happy. I mean, I pretty much was content. If Enzo Fernandez didn't come through, it would have been frustrating. But, I looked at most of the deals this window, and I felt, Chelsea have done a lot of business. I felt when I heard those reports and briefs last month that Chelsea were going to sign 6 to 7 players, I was like, no way are Chelsea signing 6 to 7 players. It's January. But they've done it. And to the shock of everyone in football, to the scorn, to the criticisms, to the raised eyebrows, I'm sure, for the football manager accusations, well, Todd Bowley looked at Gary Neville over the summer, turned around and said, you haven't even seen me play football manager yet. And then he did this window, and I think most of us are going to be very glad. There will be repercussions, I'm sure, in terms of FFP, in terms of what it means for Chelsea spending. It's going to have to be a lot tighter, but you hope, as I've already said, that front loading the investment now on some key talents will save Chelsea money and will mean that we don't have to go out and spend even more, and the basis will be there. And then it's adding those, finer pieces to the jigsaw, hopefully in the coming years. So those are my thoughts. Tired thoughts, rambling, I know, a little bit raw, but we had to get a video out tonight regarding Enzo Fernandez. As I say, I really do hope, please, just get it over the line, and Enzo Fernandez will indeed become a Chelsea player, because this is massive. It really is. And who knows, we may even see him in some capacity against Fulham on Friday at Stamford Bridge, a game I'm going to be at, and I'm sure a game a lot of you are very excited about now. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Twitter at SonOfChelsea, and I'll see you again very soon. All the best.